So the idea is from here, we can just go down to Jefferson City. And yeah, we could take something like this. That's close to where I am, right? I forget what depot I was even at, but yeah, so we don't have anything from Jefferson City here. We could go like to Kirksville, but that's a bait. We don't want to do that. It's not far enough anyway. And we want to go from Jefferson City to Kansas City or Kirksville. Preferably one of these three. And in fact, if we can get to St. Joseph, I think that's the one in the middle, then we can drive to either side, and potentially drive north to get a little bit more distance. And then maybe we get lucky and can get one from there to Kansas City. Probably not, it would be long enough though. I think it pretty much hinges on being able to get to either Marysville or St. Joseph after this.
Get ready to turn left.
And then getting a delivery to Kirksville, that qualifies. And then a delivery from there to Kansas City, and we finish in Kansas City, and that should be everything.
Keep right.
But it really hinges on being able to get that daisy chain. So that's where it's probably all going to fall apart.
Safe and sound.
Where is my delivery?
You've got the contract.
Good.
Now go.
This is very farming simulator around here. Another game that I did think to play on stream at some point, but then I just played it on PlayStation and feel, you know what? It's actually not that interesting. So, nah.
Keep left and then turn left.
It's a bit of a meme. The best videos I've seen of people playing it have generally been with other people though. Alright, very short delivery. Just a little hop down the highway. This is purely to get us to the right place to pick up the next delivery. Yeah, we could have just driven. Once again, I could have just hopped in the truck and just driven. And I'd have been there by now, but... again. We try to be a little bit authentic. It always is better to pay your way by taking a delivery between places if you can. You never want to travel empty, really, as a truck driver. Not unless you really can't help it. Now, there was a photo opportunity just off to the right randomly somewhere. Yeah, I don't know whether or not I meant to take that, like, from the viewpoint area. It's hard to know. Because whatever it is, it's something way off in the distance. I mean, if we just do this... Yeah, there we go. The Dr. Richard H. Jesse Hall. Okay. It's somewhere over there, apparently. Let's get rid of the blur. And then just take the goddamn picture. I don't know where it is. There must be a hidden road to get there, right? Surely. It must be from back where the viewpoint is, which is technically Columbia still. There must be a way there. That or the dead end bit off to the west up here. Right lane, exit only. Yep. That's the idea. And off to the right up here is just a depot, so that wouldn't be anything. And you can't even get there from here. Oh, it's probably that Capitol building looking... No, that's off to the left. Never mind. Oh, that's another photo opportunity. There is a photo op up here too. No, the other one's off to the right. Yeah. Who knows? So confusing. Well, I think we get a good view of that from up here. So if we just get up on top of this bridge... Bonk. There we go. Missouri State Capital. Sure enough. And maybe we change the time of day for this one, right? Sunset's going to be better because it's going to catch the light. Is it lit up at night? Is the other question. Kind of, not really. Why is the cupola still in darkness and the rest of it is kind of catching the sun? That's weird. That's fine. Looks cool. Moody. Matches the vibe from the music. There is a viewpoint in Jefferson City as well. We'll see if we get the chance to go past that. Unless I have cause to drive back into the city to take the next delivery, I'm not going to lose any sleep over not getting the viewpoint. It would be ideal, but
Keep
not
right,
necessary.
and then exit right.
Oh, perfect timing. So I was going to be running a red light in front of a cop car, but nope. Just made it.
Keep left, and then turn left.
Christie Drive, next intersection. Alright, well,
Turn left.
this is mine. Into a quarry. What am I even delivering? Some sort of truck, but pickups.
Get
Okay,
ready to
fine.
turn right.
Looks like a utility vehicle of some description. It's got like a little crane on there, looks like.
Turn right.
So that's interesting. Sale. I did see that they are finally getting to the point that there are going to be casual vehicles for driving around. It's about bloody time. And I still think that the way they are doing it could be better. But, hey, we'll take it. I still think that if you have a small vehicle for driving around, it should be like a box truck, not just a car, but hey. Excellent. 68 miles. So close. So close to being a nice delivery. But it was an excellent delivery, and that's good. Now, from here... Now what do we get? We want St. Joseph, I think. Watch as I get nothing. St. Louis? Wrong saint. Kansas City, Kansas? Yep, and now nothing. Yep, this is all too far now. Wait, Marysville? Oh, Marysville, Kansas. Not Maryville. Oh, are you serious? That's so annoying. Honestly, Marysville might not be a bad shout in some respects. We at least get this delivery out of the way, so we tick this city off, or Kansas City, Kansas, to then hopefully take a delivery from Kansas City, Missouri. Alright, well, when presented with a lot of bad options, we'll take what I think to be the least bad option. It takes us too far, but whatever. Then maybe from here, we can get something from Kansas City, Missouri, to hopefully Maryville, and hopefully it's 100 miles. Who knows, but any combination of those in the top corner will be fine. But
Ready to roll.
so there's like 3 depots here, in fact, and the one that I got a job from is the southernmost. So just in case the others were out of range, let's double check. Yeah, I don't think there's any different ones. If there's any that are different, they're worse, so it doesn't matter.
Finally, we are here.
No need to be like that, dude. Alright, so begins... Not a waste. It's not a wasted delivery. It'll still count for 1. It's fine. And we lose the opportunity to do a little bit of kind of small driving to get from likes of St. Joseph to Maryville or something like that. So we're going to drive to like Kansas
Get ready
City,
to turn left.
Missouri. From there it's highly unlikely I get something that qualifies. The optimal strategy or routing, it's not a strategy because we have no we have no input on it. The optimal luck would have us go from Kansas City, Missouri to Maryville and have it be 100 miles. If that isn't possible, then it's going to be an extra step. Basically, we have to go from there
Keep left.
to Kirksville, basically, because that's the only one that'll be 100 miles away. And then we go back to either Maryville or St. Joseph, and then drive to the other one to take a delivery from there, wherever. I was hoping to be able to finish off with a qualifying delivery, like to a Missouri city, but we might have to, yeah, not. This is a heavy load, so it takes forever to get up to speed. I had forgotten about that. But then the alternative was containers that would have given me $1,000 total, which barely covers my fuel cost for the journey, I think. Pretty rude.
Go straight. Keep left and then turn left.
Oh, over the bridge.
Turn left.
A little bit too eager. Right. At least it's downhill to get onto the motorway, so we can hopefully get some acceleration in. We'll try and cut across corners as much as we can to reduce our time. The less distance travelled, the better. This is interesting through here. They are expanding the motorway, it seems, like doubling the width. That's crazy. That's what it looks like anyway. Wow. There's going to be 4 lanes each way, I guess? Dude. Or they're just realigning it. Maybe they're just realigning it and this bit's going to be going away. Sedalia. I feel that's a city in the Belgariad. Could be wrong. They're one of the Sindarian cities or something like that. And now we have the uphill. We had the downhill, we got some good speed. Now we have the struggle. Ooh. Of course it jumps me to 13% damage just because I winged one of those poles. Why do they do so much damage? Are they made of depleted uranium? I've never understood why they do more than just 0.5%. Just as well I didn't take the $826 delivery, because the repair cost's now more than that. Services? No. Way station? No. That would require getting back up to speed again, and I don't fancy that. I do not have the ability to be find enabled. Honestly, even if I did, I don't think I'd care. And this, I guess, is Kansas City.
Keep left.
First, the Missouri side. Then I guess we look out for the, like, state divider. There'll be like a welcome to Kansas at some point. There's actually another photo op now as well. There's 2, basically, of the same buildings, but one will be for Missouri. That's hilarious and quite stupid.
Keep right, and then turn right.
Alright. Oh, it looks like there's like a stadium or something. Because previously we could only take a picture from the bridge the other side. Here we go, Celestel Center, whatever the hell that is. I'm guessing some sort of stadium or arena or something. This is as far up as I can go. Yeah, that'll do.
Turn right.
Because yeah, we could previously take a picture of the skyline, but only from the like interchange up here. Oh great, it was turn right and then keep left, okay. And these guys are going super slow, just to be really annoying. So we've actually got to go out the other side of the city. This is the annoying part. The fact that we're going a little bit further beyond where we would want. If it had just been a delivery to Kansas, Missouri, that would have been fine. Not ideal, but fine. But it just had to be to the Kansas side. It's not just a little bit past, it's actually ages past. And somehow still counts as Kansas City. Even though we're pretty much in the country now. So go figure. Not only is this the depot that's the farthest from Kansas City itself, it's gotta be one of the most obnoxious ways to get in as well.
And then turn left.
We've driven way past the city limits. Now so it's a freight depot. I get it. It's like a container port, inland container port. But we've driven way past the city limits. We now have to wiggle our way around here.
Turn right.
To then get into the depot area in the first place, and then find the place to actually park our trailer. Slow, 10 mile an hour. You'll excuse me if I don't care. Oh, now we've got the security checks, of course. Realism has gone too far. One thing for sure, I am not doing anything more than the bare minimum. You'll be lucky if I decide to park this trailer myself, honestly.
Here we are.
You might just have to just pick it up from where it lays. Where should I place it? That's actually fine, I think, in terms of the angles. We've got to turn past this to get in the midline around here, and then go forwards to hopefully get the rear into the box. And turn. There we go. I thought this should be heavy. 7 out of 10 apparently. Okay, whatever. I think I had that happen in ETS2 as well, where credit towards a heavy delivery without realizing. So 8 out of 12. We've ticked up one more. That's a good start. We wanted 2, we got 1. That's fine. So, oh, there we go. Kansas City to Kansas City, Missouri. Funny. Now, if only that was from here, then that might even be 100 miles. Oh, we can go to Maryville. Great. It would only count for 1, though. Kansas City is still going to be outstanding for us. Is that fine, though? I wonder if that's actually fine, though. It's that, or we drive back to Kansas City and see what's available from there. Because, yeah, we should do that. Well, looks like we're doing a little racy segment. Because we specifically want something from over here, and our radius is not enough to pick that up. There is in fact a viewpoint over here. There's also a viewpoint in the terrace store up here. That's interesting. So that's a place to check out. We're going to drive through to the services at 69 miles. We can also speed, so this shouldn't take long. It will not take an hour and 22 minutes.
Ready to turn left.
After we get through this stupid security check. Look, I was just in the other side. It's a little speedrun
Turn
segment.
left. Keep right, and then turn right. Turn right.
Because if we can get a delivery to Maryville from Kansas City, Missouri side that qualifies, that would be much more preferable, because then I can just drive to St. Joseph and then I just need the Kirksville delivery and that's it. I no longer need... Oh, this is one of those stupid ones where we go the wrong way?
New route. Never mind.
Well, oh, and you're a... Of course you put an invisible wall in here, even though I can drive on the other side of this. Oh, you stupid developers. What the hell? Whatever. They don't just let me drive straight through. Okay, well, I mean, it's
Okay.
not their fault
Let's
that
find a new
America
route.
has stupid intersections like this where you end up driving on the wrong side of the road. Yeah, why are we on the left? Huh? Why are we on the left? This makes no sense. Just put a roundabout either side. And grow up. Honestly. Anyway. But they didn't have to put an invisible wall in to stop me just cutting
Keep
across
left.
to get back to where I needed to be. That's on the developers. I'm honestly... Hey, it's one of those pickups that we delivered earlier. I'm honestly going to be tempted if I manage to get a delivery that I want
Keep left.
out of
Then exit
this maneuver
left.
that I'm doing now. I will be honestly tempted to
Exit left.
come back after my 1 o'clock break and just clear this today. Even though it might take a little bit of time to do. But I've got to tick 4 deliveries off. But if I can make this count for 2, and I only have 2 to tick off afterwards, that's really attractive. Even if I have to do like St. Joseph to Columbia and then drive north and then just take
Keep
one
right,
from Kirksville,
Then exit right.
that's not the end of the world. Like, that's fine.
Exit right.
Not ideal, but it is fine.
Go straight.
But it depends a lot on what I get from here. If I get from here to Kirksville, that is also a possibility. Then we gamble on Kirksville to either Maryville or St. Joseph, but that gives us 2 options at least. And if we get either of
Get ready to
those,
Turn right.
then we'd be able to just drive to the other one and finish. So there's quite a few permutations, and a lot of them only require doing 3 deliveries.
Get ready to turn right.
Ideally, we only do 2 deliveries and
Turn
a
right.
kind of transition. Right, well, here's our destination. And we're actually going to pop into the services first. Because why not? Then we'll go across to the viewpoint. What's the damage? 13 grand. That's actually not too bad. We've had a couple of knocks. The most damage has come from just knocking into one of the margin, like road margin holes. Because for some reason they do the most damage in the game. It's crazy. Right, viewpoint time. It'll be good and not drive across the ditch having just repaired our truck. Oh, it was a truck stop. Okay. Well. Stop the engine and let's look at the viewpoint. Where are we? Okay, Kansas City. We are a long way out of Kansas City, but apparently this is the Kansas City viewpoint. Okay. Yeah, we're a long way out of the city. And should this be Kansas City, Missouri, specifically? I still don't understand why they still have the city named the way it is, and just call it Missouri City, honestly. I know it's likely historic, it'll be because it was called that before the state lines were drawn. Because it didn't used to be, like, British, this was probably part of the French territory, I guess, at some point. And it's named after, like, the native tribe. But when you're drawing the state lines and you draw it through the middle of a city, maybe change the name at that point, right? They're just so stupid. Alright, let's look at jobs. What can we find? Moment of truth. Kansas City, Missouri. I can't, like, you can click on a city within the radius to narrow it down, but it's the same city, so I can't. Okay, St. Joseph is only 80 miles. 89 to Maryville. Okay, so we can't get the 100 to Maryville. Unless there's one a bit further down the line. Nope, now it's 135. Okay. But there is one to Kirksville. Okay, we have that. It's a heavy articulated delivery again, of course. But it's there. Well, I see how it is, game. I see how it is. You're going to make me work for it. You really want
Let's get this job done.
This to not be over quickly.
Come on, there's a job to do.
Still say security check in progress, but the gate's open, so I'm going in. So tough. But yeah, by the numbers, this delivery would take about 10 minutes as it is, which bumps me over my next break time. But it's a heavy articulated delivery, so this will take even longer because it's going to take us ages to turn corners and to just get up to speed. So...
time to get the job done.
And possibly even just to get out of here. Because I came in on completely the wrong angle. And that meant the rear of the trailer was rubbing against the geometry. Okay, now we've got to do a real tight corner out of here. Is this too tight a corner? Am I going to get hung up on something? Ooh, almost. That almost scraped the power pole. It might have even scraped, but we got past. The advantage with having a big, long, articulated trailer like this is we get an even wider view in third person, so it's even more scenic. The downside is it takes us forever to get up to speed. I wish they had a little bit more fun with things. This is a transformer that I'm carrying. Could you at least paint it like yellow with a black stripe down the middle and say that it's Bumblebee? Paint it up like Optimus Prime, you know.
Turn right.
Have a bit of fun with it. Transformers don't have to be, well, industrial things in general don't have to just be bare metal. Actually, a lot of the time it does, probably for conductivity, and it would just fade and crack and just adds to the maintenance. It's also already, what, 123,500 pounds? We don't really need to add another 500 pounds of paint onto that. So I reckons we'll get there at about 6 o'clock. It's probably going to be more like 6:30. Wouldn't surprise me, because this will just take longer being a heavy delivery. But that does work out reasonably well, because after this delivery we probably need to sleep. So the gamble now is, so it turns out we were never going to be able to get a 100 to get to Maryville. It was always going to be too short. Seemingly, just based on the depot locations. So we managed to get the Kirksville. Turns out this is exactly what we needed from Kansas City, at least. It hinges now on us getting a delivery from Kirksville to either Maryville or St. Joseph. Otherwise, we're going to have to go to, like, Columbia and try and get a deliver from there to one or other of them. Kind of split the difference a little bit.
Keep right, and then exit right.
Or just drive a different delivery to either one of them, and we'll just have to do individual deliveries from each one. Which is a pain. Like, we never want to have to do that.
And then turn right.
But that's the... At the end of the day, if you absolutely have to, you just take whatever deliveries you need to not go too far away. Like if we went from Maryville down to Columbia, and even if we had to drive back across to St. Joseph, and then just take a delivery from there,
Go straight.
it would get the job done. But in, like, the slowest way imaginable. Anyone else thinks it just looks like a giant block of Lego? Is that just me? Alright, let's cut some corners. Grand River, apparently. Is it, though? I mean, it's better than the big river that we saw before that was smaller than this. So I guess, comparatively, it's grand. I'll allow it, just. The Meadville Eagles, okay. So we must be in Meadville, I guess. That track off to the right there did not have a barrier. But there's no way I am taking a big, heavy transformer trailer down a backcountry road. And it probably doesn't matter. There's probably an invisible wall, even if it doesn't have a, like, cross barrier. That's usually reserved for when it's a roadway. If it's just a driveway, I think they assume that you're not going to try to drive down it. Oh great, we've got just a hard intersection up here as well. No gradual shift or anything. Oh well, whatever. Means we're basically going to be stopping to a standstill. I could go up the wrong side of the road though. Oh, nope. Needed to make that decision earlier, now there's a barrier, okay. If I'd thought of that just 5 seconds earlier, then I could have taken action, but never mind.
Turn left.
Now I've got to wait for this guy to go. Oh, and we are struggling to even start accelerating up the hill. And we need to take this corner very wide anyway, so... The fact we were parked on the shoulder was kind of necessary.
Keep right.
But that slowed us down so much having to do that. Yeah, and this is where the ETA is going to climb. It's going to get up to that, like, 6:30 that I expected, I think, at this point. Oh, at least there's, looks like a truck stop. Or truck dealer. That has services and rest stop. There is a photo opportunity down the end of the road. Oh, it's a Volvo dealer too. Interesting. Is it now? I've been kind of wanting to swap back to a Volvo. Kirksville discovered. Discover at least 10 cities in Missouri. Yay, we got the participation trophy achievement. It unreasonably annoys me that that is what it's come to. That the achievement is to get at least 10 out of the 12. Yet for the personal goal for their community event, I have to go to every single one. It's stupid. Actually, I'm going to be curious after this, because this is, like, there's only a couple of weeks to go. Activate viewpoint, anyway. We'll withhold our ranting shortly. Kirksville. We'll give Kirksville a chance, right? It's one thing and then the other. Let's give Kirksville a chance to wow us with it's a lovely park. That is a bank with a hospice and a dentist. Okay, you're gonna have to step up your game a little bit, Kirksville. What else have you got? A church? Alright, it's not a very pretty one though, is it? I mean, I kind of like that it's humble, at least. So, okay, step up a little bit more. At least it's got a bell tower. Alright. Anything else? Oh, there we go. No, yeah, we're stepping up. That would be the old, like, courthouse, presumably. Nice. That's probably the photo opportunity, judging by the street layout. Yeah, courthouse. There we go. Yep. So that'll be on the opposite corner. And that's all. Okay, no, that's fine. You did good, Kirksville. You did good. But like I was saying, I think I mused similarly last time I was doing one of these, when I was doing Kansas, presumably, I guess, that it was a case of, if they're going to change the achievements so that it's an at least instead, we can actually use that to track the success of the community events to an extent. Because if someone doesn't have the achievement, they cannot have completed their personal goal of the community event. And if it's a very low participation rate, then they should really rethink their strategy.
Keep left.
I feel. I mean, if they care about their player base at all, if they're supposedly fostering their best community ever, then they should be responsive to that sort of statistics and feedback. So it'll be very interesting at the end of this to maybe take a little look and see what the achievement statistics actually are. I probably can't bring them up on stream easily, maybe, but it'll be interesting to see. Because, yeah, it should definitely be the other way around. It's like, if you had to discover every single city for the Steam achievement, perfectly reasonable. That's what... Really? Really? Yeah, I'm in a hurry. I don't need the XP. I am not parking this there. Screw that. Enjoy your Transformer. Funny. There we go. 10 out of 12. Nice. So that is what we wanted. Unfortunately, we're a long way away from where we would have liked to be. But even our previous strategy was going to likely include a one-way delivery. So now it's a case of, can we get a qualifying delivery to one of these? That's our one-way delivery early instead of at the time.